Hello and welcome to this really brand new video. Today, not a car but a trailer, we're going to convert from a 7-pin to 13-pin. It's really quite simple. If you order the 13-pin one, it'll come with the detailed instructions. It's a bit tricky sometimes when the wire colors just don't match up, but I'll take you through it step by step and do this pin assignment. That's exactly what it looks like. I usually have one like that on hand. I printed a fresh copy because mine are totally trashed, so I'll just stick it off to the side and then we'll take a careful look and get started right away, without any unnecessary delay. So first I'll compare here. Then I check if the wire colors actually match, because every now and then they replace these wiring harnesses and the wires don't line up and they just hook them up like that. That's why we're lucky here that the wire colors match. Then we'll take a look here. So you'll see over on the side, I think I'll drop the picture in somewhere. Alright, pin 1 is yellow. I'll just unscrew it. We need a Phillips screwdriver. There are also flathead ones. The nice thing is, these connectors are already attached, and you're not just left with individual... the wire's all like... Here they're bundled together. These are those crimp connectors, so I don't know the exact term 100%. If you know it, write it down in the video description below. You get it where the single wire just goes on like this, for example. Otherwise, you'd have the cable just like here. It's not focused. When you're tightening the screws, it's annoying because you don't catch all the wires, so you put those little pieces on. This is going to be tricky to work out here. You'll probably see it. You just put them on here like this, so you get all the phases. And then it's like this. You, of course, trim it off at the front, so it comes to the right length. That's just an example. Okay, yellow works. Then we'll take... I'm checking now to see if they all match the cable color. On pin 2. It has to be blue. That fits just as well, too. Then we've got pin 3. Pin 3 is 31, the white one. Then we've got in the middle, 7, the middle one black, that fits here too. Then we've got 4 green ones, that fits here still. Okay, now indeed. And then on pin 5 we have it here. That should work fine too, and the red one should be placed on 6 once we've got them all taken off. We'll then need the new connector. Alright then, sure enough, very much so. Take this whole thing off too. We don't need it. Unscrew the cable. What I often forget is to always put everything on first beforehand and only then hook up the cables. Then you end up forgetting half of it again. There now. The whole thing, just like that. Then this one. Next the gasket, so no water gets in. Now we'll unscrew this. This goes on here too. And then we'll start with the cables. Take this off. Here we have a slot. Here we need a flathead screwdriver. Now here's the new pin out for the 13 pin. Then it goes into the pin 3 ground. The ground was white, clearly the white-colored conductor at that connection point, plainly visible indeed. Then yellow goes on the first. There now, okay. On the 4 goes. That was the right blinker just now actually turning green indeed at this very moment. Okay, we'll go ahead and do number 2. Blue's coming. Blue. Green on the 4, was that? Nah, yeah, green on the 4. Brown on the 5, exactly, okay. Brown on the 5 right over there. Oh my god! If the screwdriver falls out, it's already busted. Getting the Devi in too. The screwdriver I grabbed is pretty crappy, to be honest. It's definitely broken, no question. So, once we've got this done, that piece goes in between. It's to hold the cable because most people grab and pull the cable so it doesn't snap here and put all the load on the wires. Unscrew it on the side. Put the cable on. Tighten it up. So, if you were to pull on the cable now, you'd automatically pull the plug right along with it, actually. Of course you shouldn't pull on the cable, but oh well. How people sometimes treat trailers is another story, and their trailer plugs. So, now just get it into the right position. And that's it. That goes in. It has to be in a certain position so it goes all the way in, and then everything back in place again. Reassemble it. A bit misaligned. So, perfect. Of course, now we still need to do a function test to make sure everything's really wired up correctly. It should be, though. I really don't think I got that wrong. So, yeah, folks, I think a short trailer socket video isn't a bad idea. So, if you have any questions about it, drop a comment below, leave a like, and subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye.